Oh, look, my hair's all messy. Okay, I was just at school and it triggered something that I thought I would share with you guys. A super simple way to get your little kids to do what you want them to do. Right when you say that you want them to. Maybe with some complaining or no complaining, depending on how you work it. Part of it is the plan to fail that I've talked about before. And then part of it is follow through. The big part of it is follow through. Okay, so example, we had gone to school with Peyton for lunch and it was time to leave. We were on the playground and we needed to go home, and Owen says, no, I don't want to go home. And I said, we are going home. So this plan to fail would be, okay, I've already told him he could do little book apps on his iPad during resting time today. I just lost my train of thought. Okay, I told him he could do it. Oh, so I knew that that would be like the planning ahead of time to fail. So basically I said to him, would you like to go home and with me and do books on your iPad, or would you like to go home and do no books on your iPad? And we've had this conversation several times, and so it's nothing new for him. But he knows that I'm going to follow through on it. He knows. So the two options are go home or go home, right? It's time to go home. But where he's making his choice is, are you going to play on your iPad or are you not? The hardest thing about that is no more warnings, no more threats or anything like that. Either he starts walking with me without me having to grab him, carry him, any of those things, or he loses it. And you know ahead of time, right? Nap time's going to be miserable because he thought he was going to get to play on his iPad and then he wouldn't. Because I've done this before right away with dragging his feet and grouchies, but he did what I asked right away. He said, I want to go with books on my iPad, and started walking. So if he had said, no, I'm not coming, then I would have said, oh, such a bummer. You don't get books on your iPad. Would you like me to carry you to the car, or would you like to walk? And kicking and screaming, you probably will carry your kid out the first time. But I guarantee you the second time, that's what you say. Maybe the third time. But it's that whole idea of like having something that you're going to take away, and then you have to deal with the consequences of taking it away as much as they do the first time. But after that, and you know, honestly, this is another blog post, but if he's driving you crazy and he's crying and he's kicking and he's screaming, there's lots of other options for that. Let me know if you want to know, or if you try it and it doesn't work. One of the things that Love and Logic says to do when you're going to plan to fail is reach out to someone, a mom friend or your mom or whatever, and say, hey, this is my plan. This is the way I'm going to test this out on my kid. What things do you see that might come up that I'm not thinking of? And then talk your mom through it, or whoever you're talking to. Feel free to run it by me. I would love to help you have a peaceful, calm experience at your house in the future after one crazy time when you follow through. That's the hardest part, is following through and not saying, if you want to have your iPad, you'll come with me. Don't you want to? It would be, we are going home. Would you like to go home and do books on your iPad, or would you like to go home and do no books on your iPad? And if they don't choose, okay. And as soon as you tell them, you know they're going to start screaming. So you don't save it till you get home and be like, well, there is a way to use that, but it's something different. So I don't know. I'm not going to go on any more about it. Let me know if you have questions. And I really want to know if you try it. Let me know. Okay.